Welcome back to Season 5, Episode 5 of FIU Podcast. Welcome back, and I'm here.
Yeah, you're here.
You're beautiful, beautiful Reeyoko. To the top of me is our boy, Captive.
What's up?
Woo!
Hello, hello.
And to the left of him, Mr. Abomination.
What's good?
Woo! And to the left of me,
A
Mr.
cat.
Kerplink. Woo!
Boo. Wait, oh what?
Y'all sound so tired today. What's up, man?
I've been cooking ribs all day. That's
Ah.
what I've been doing. I've been drinking since 12 too. So
Oh my god,
Why?
no wonder why.
Day drinking. Cool.
yes, sir. Let's go.
You look flushed.
That's what I did to my piss. Yeah, I flushed it.
Oh my god.
Yes, sir. How's work? You just came back.
Work
Mhm.
Yeah. How's
was dead today. It was dead.
that? Oh.
How's
Yeah.
how's
That's good,
how's the
right?
COVID restrictions happening out there? Is it loosening it up for y'all?
Oh, dude, they're lifting everything up.
Everything's
And we have the
open.
highest case.
Oh, that sucks. It's
Yeah.
a slow
Aren't we
rollout
loose-
for
And
us
people
over
are
here.
getting people are getting the Delta strains. So
Delta
Ah.
strains. I don't even
Aren't we
fuck that
loosening
is.
up soon? I feel like I
Well,
heard
we're doing
somewhere-
a slow rollout. June 15th is something, and then July 1st is another thing, and then it just keeps going. There's a bunch of different dates for.
at least you guys got that. We got like everything opening back up.
Damn.
That's
Yeah.
it. We didn't even do any slow roll or anything. We just opened back up.
Jeez.
I get people are getting the vaccines, but still
But still, yeah.
not enough, to be honest.
Yeah, I feel that.
I don't have a lot to talk about this week, I'll be honest with you, so I'm going to need you guys to carry a little bit.
Oh,
I-
it's okay.
Just because last week I talked a lot, too.
Yeah, last week that was. Oh, I got a couple. Okay, I'm gonna start with this. You guys see that those two little kids? They're like speaking in some like Northern Europe language. Like the little baby kids like trying to box each other or whatever.
No?
No.
No,
Is that a
Dude, you guys
viral
don't
video
know,
or something?
Habula. You guys don't know about Habula.
No?
No.
I can't believe this. I can't
I
believe
don't know
this.
anything.
I
about
don't
it.
I don't know anything of what you're talking about here.
These kids.
boomer.
Hold on. Can you see this?
Yep.
Let me turn off.
I
the-
just see your ring light.
Okay, hold on. Wait. These kids. You have not seen this?
No.
This is everywhere
Oh,
on my
Oh, it's
I
feed.
like a
have not seen
sumo
that.
wrestling thing, but with the head. Oh,
No,
I've seen the kid on the left before.
Yeah, so this is like they're doing. I don't know this guy. The guy in the middle, apparently, from what I know, is doing a little like MMA fight with these two kids. Like
Oh
they're
my god,
he,
it's a
he's
Fight Club, but for kids.
yeah.
It's Logan Paul versus Mayweather.
Oh shit, yo, dude, Jake Paul's about to try to fight the winner now.
Dude, Habula, man,
God.
Habula, like the kid on the left. Screens left. He looks like he's gonna win, man. Hands down, man. I can't believe you
For
guys don't know about Habula, man. The fuck?
I
It's everywhere.
How
man.
would we know about it? I don't
What do
know,
you mean
man.
it's everywhere? I've never seen it actually.
I guess it's not only on
Yeah.
my feed then. Like I've seen everything on my Twitter, Instagram. TikTok?
I mean, our feeds are tailored to our tastes. Right?
That's
so
true.
what you're seeing is probably
That's
not
true,
what
I
we're
guess.
seeing.
All I see are
Well-
cats. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, fair enough. Sorry.
I see are cats and pretty girls. That's all.
Pretty
You know
girls,
what?
man.
Sold. I'm sold.
I finished Invincible season 1.
Oh,
I,
good.
Hey,
Oh.
What the fuck? Have you seen it, Reeyoko? Can I spoil it?
No, totally fine. It's not my kind of show.
yeah,
Okay.
Yoko
More
would
like
be
I
into it.
couldn't get into it, so I know all the spoilers, so it's totally fine.
Okay,
You know-
fair.
I thought the kid would die, but he didn't. So that's surprising. I thought it was gonna be like he would die, like he would get punched to death, but he didn't die.
Mhm.
So that was one. And then I didn't expect the dad to like have emotions. I expected the dad to just be like, "Yeah, you're gonna die. No, thank you. Bye bye."
And the war from honestly, I think Invisible is what My Hero Academia could have been. Hot take.
Could have been,
I
I,
don't know
guess.
that
I
anime.
MHA is the one with Deku, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The green
that's
hair,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I know about
really
it.
I really liked how it started, but it's not that it's getting bland. It's just that, man, the way the author writes women. I mean, he does write strong women. They get injured once and then they're incapacitated for the rest of the story.
Oh, that sucks.
Meanwhile, the male characters are just like, they get injured, same amount as the female heroes. They're still useful to the story or to the fight.
Example is Deku. Deku's the greatest example of that.
The most
Yeah.
discouraging thing, once I like an anime, I'm like, oh, this is so cool, this is so nice. Like, this is a good anime, oh, I like the female characters. And then I'm like, oh, it was written by women. It was written by a woman. And I'm like, yeah, that's
FMA.
nice. That's amazing. Fucking women writing stories, great. But it's also like, so is it that only women can write female characters, like, properly? Like,
Correctly.
that's, yeah. You know?
Right.
I've
Bit
been
discouraging.
I've been rewatching Fullmetal Alchemist.
Again?
Yeah. What do you mean again? How many times have you watched Naruto? How many times?
Shut up. Okay. Naruto. Okay, I won't even say it. It's fine. It's fine. It's my show.
Hot
Nah,
take, man,
not
really watch
not
Naruto and call it
sure.
a personality.
Oh god. Oh fuck.
I feel attacked. I can't believe this.
Honestly,
It's true though.
Yeah.
I can't relate.
Sometimes
I'm not
the
a weeb
show
like
makes
y'all.
me uncomfortable. Low key.
Naruto?
Yeah.
Why? It just has like tropes of like abuse
So
or whatever.
many. So many. It's the usual anime shit, you know? But then it's also like when there is plot, the plot is good, but then there are so many times where there is no plot. Yeah.
Also,
Well,
the
aren't there a
characters
bunch of,
for
like,
the
filler-
girls are just
Sorry, keep going.
oh, my bad. Like, one of the main character girls, her name's Sakura. She's so good. Her character development was so good. End of the manga, it's out the fucking window.
Oh, manga, okay. I didn't read it.
Or end of the anime too. Out the fucking window.
Oh.
Also, you cannot tell me Sasuke and Naruto aren't soulmates because they definitely fucking are.
They are. They yell each other's names all the time.
You can't tell me this fucking blonde twink chased his best friends for years and not call it love, just call it the strongest friendship bond ever. Like, fuck that, no.
It's two bros sitting in a
Like,
hot
who
tub.
accept-
Like, actually, it's two bros sitting in a hot tub.
You heard
That's
it
their
here
whole
first,
story.
fellas. Having best
Yep.
friends is gay.
Exactly.
You're
Having
not allowed to
best friends
have
is
best
gay.
friends unless you're
And they
gay.
never even they never delved into like how they got together. Hinata and Naruto, like, bro.
I
Watch
have
the
no
movies?
opinions on the show.
I watched the movies. Have I?
Have
Yes,
you?
I did. Yeah. It just doesn't make sense to me though. You can't tell me that his entire story arc, Naruto, which is just chasing over this one fucking emo dude,
The art
Boy.
in the
Only to end
movies
up,
were...
like- we're just best buddies. Fuck you, Kishimoto. I'm gonna get flamed for this. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, we're gonna
Just
get
wait for
hate
the
for
su-
this, actually.
Wait for the quote tweet saying, "Fellas, is it gay to have friends?"
We're gonna get hate for this.
I could already feel it. The comments saying, "Who the fuck does this bitch think he is?"
Like those it's like those posts where people were like, yo, I'm on a date with this dude who ordered a salad. He's not even a real man. He's like, fellas, is it gay to eat
Is
a
it gay to
salad?
have salad?
It's so dumb.
Is it gay to be nourished?
Weird take.
Weird thing.
I
One of
don't-
the
I have
Naruto
no opinion.
movies,
I've
though.
never seen the show, but it sounds like it's a weird thing from what I'm hearing.
No, it really is a good one. It's just that I'm very disappointed in the shonen genre.
What is shonen? Can you
because
explain for people?
it's
Like, I
basically-
know what it is. I know what it is personally, but for someone else who doesn't.
It's like an action genre, basically, for boys, or for
Oh.
people who likes the action genre.
Okay,
But,
okay. So what would be the
usually
Western
it's not
equivalent for
very-
that? It's like Transformers or something.
Basically, it's like Michael Bay.
I see.
But the thing
Even-
that we're very disappointed in is that shonen. Yes, there are animes out there and mangas out there that has like great female protagonists that are written well, but this the oversaturation of women not being written well in the shonen genre, mostly written by men, and they're
Mhm.
just like, oh, we just don't know how to write women characters. But when you go look at the shoujo aspect of the manga/anime world, there's so many characters that are both men and women that are written well,
Yeah.
and some
Yeah.
of them, a lot of them are written by men too. So they just don't like to write women well.
Well, I don't know if it's they like to. I think it's just like a culture thing. Because even in the West, I see a lot of people like you've seen the men
That's true.
writing women subreddit or whatever. There's always
Yeah.
someone trying to say like, yeah, so she had very tiny legs and like six
Big
like
booty.
6 of them oozing out and like double D size breasts which aren't even like what they're trying to describe because they don't know breast size or whatever, and it's like they're describing that beetle laying down on the bed meme but with
Yeah.
yiddies, right? Because they just never touched a woman before. You know,
They
and there's
didn't
and
touch
in
ass.
every single genre, every single nation, wherever it is, there's always these types of dudes. They want to write, but they don't want to do the research. They don't want to ask. They don't even want to ask their friends, like, "Hey, what are big yiddy sizes?" You know, like it's like the
Don't even wanna
least.
ask
They don't
women,
even want to
bro.
do the least work. You know, they just want to put something out there that I don't know. That's just my take on it. It's just weird to me. Like I remember reading a book called The Nightblade by Ryan Kirk, and it's basically like Star Wars if Star Wars was with samurais or ninjas or whatever the fuck.
Mm. That's pretty cool.
Except it's written so bad. With all the female characters, like it's just one character legit just dies after being tortured for like days,
What the
and like
fuck?
the main character and this character were like bound by love and fate. And then the next book, they're like,
What?
anyway, he's fucking this other girl now. Like, okay, man. Like,
What happened to the other bitch, bro?
I'm not gonna say it on the pod because you know trigger warning and all that shit. But it's like, man, it's really weird. It's a really weird way to like make that story arc. It was whack. It was a whack story.
Bro, just ask a woman, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Like, how do you think someone would
ask
react
a
in this
woman.
situation? And if it's wrong, then it's like, come on, you know, like. It's just like super out of left field. They're just like, I'm in love with protagonist name. It's like, okay, man. Like this guy literally stole you from your family and got you tortured and killed. Like
Bruh.
it's stupid.
Yeah. So, man, I'm so sorry. We went from like talking to Invincible to
Yeah, to the shitty writers,
It's not about me. Kerplink.
Invincible is very good. People that aren't turned off by gore should watch it. I highly recommend.
Yes. Oh.
Yeah, I think
And
I
if
think
you're-
the
This is gonna be
comics
on
is
the
very
nerd
good.
section. This is gonna be on the nerd section. I have shit to say.
They're I just feel like they didn't write, because speaking on female characters, they didn't write the girlfriend very well. Very inconsistent. Like every other episode, she had a different mindset on different
Like-
things.
Amber?
Yes.
Or
that is correct. That's
Amber. Okay.
Yeah, Amber. That's the name.
true. Amber.
Yeah, she's just super weird. It's like, I knew you were invincible all along. It's like, what, bitch? You
Yeah,
got
that
mad at
was
me
weird.
for getting help by turning into invincible and saving your ass. You know, like, come
Yeah,
on,
that
man.
one was
so
that
dumb.
one was like a little weird. And
I have to send you this video now that you have to watch later because it's the funniest shit when thinking about it. But I won't link it or anything. I don't know why I brought it up.
I like how they wrote the mom though. The mom was really cool. I love
Yeah,
how
I
they
also-
wrote her.
The voice actors too are all really good. Like Steven
That
Yeun
cast
is-
is
Dude,
stacked.
they're like, yeah, they are stacked. Like
Mhm.
hella stacked.
Sandra
know-
Oh did a great performance, I think.
Yeah. You know how you told me like the art isn't very good because they spent a lot of money probably
Mhm.
on the cast. They got Mr. Krabs on that shit.
Yo,
Mr.
Mr.
got
Yo, hold
Mr.
up, hold up, hold up.
Krabs.
Who the fuck plays Mr. Krabs?
He was in Detroit, the game too.
Clancy Brown.
Yes, that's the guy.
Oh.
I think he it was
He was in-
Mr. Krabs.
Oh, he was Surtur in Thor Ragnarok. I didn't know that.
He went from Mr. Krabs.
Oh, he's Damien Darkblood, dude.
Yeah, he's the demon, yeah. Isn't that cool?
Oh. I felt like his story arc is like even in the comics seems a little rushed, but to be fair, I haven't like gone too far into the comics.
Do the comic books look nicer? Like better to the eyes?
Well, it's just a different story. Well, not a different story. It's very similar, but like small tweaks. Like I said
okay.
before, with not Ryan Kirk. Who's the guy who writes this? Robert Kirkman. Robert Kirkman, what he likes to do with his shows, is because he wrote The Walking Dead, and he did the same thing with The Walking Dead, where he made it the way he wanted to make the comic book on the show. But, you know, you can see how well that did because AMC probably stepped in and was like, no, we want this and this. And then there was that whole thing with Carl turning 18 and he couldn't, like, be signed back up because he wanted a better deal.
Yeah.
So they just killed him off and all that shit. But I feel like with Prime Video, at least, since, like, these guys just want a good product because all they're doing is selling a subscription. With like AMC and all those big broadcasters, these guys are looking for like watch time. Like, how long are you spending on this, and how long can we stretch the series out for, right? But with this stuff, you're telling a story because it's just all in one kind of deal, and that's what I see with that, at least. And I feel like he's going to do the same thing with the comics, where he's going to change up the story a little bit to be his perfect vision, and I feel like he's just going to have more creative leeway this time around compared to The Walking Dead. Yoko, you good?
I hope so.
Okay.
I hope it goes the way they planned it, at the very least.
Yeah, we'll see. They already changed a few of the storylines. They're like sped it up in some aspects and slowed other aspects down.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, it's a fun story. It's a
Fun
very
is,
fun. Yeah.
Fun is
Well,
a word
it's
to
just-
describe it.
In my opinion, I just think it's really nice to have a single universe. Everything's trying to do multiverse, and I don't know. My mind just works better when it's
hard
one
to
universe.
keep up. It's hard to keep up.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
And like timelines and shit are really popular
Yeah.
nowadays. Oh, a while ago there was a show called like Dark or something, a German show. Very, very cool.
Oh, I fucking love Dark.
I love
so
that show.
much.
And then-
It's so good.
But then like the time travel shit and like that like high concept stuff really freaks me out for some reason. So like I had to stop watching it because like at night I would like lie awake fucking staring at my ceiling thinking about the show, and I like couldn't fall asleep because it was so freaky. Like that kind
Yeah.
of thing. I'm glad they're not doing that in this show, at least not yet, because then I can enjoy it for a little
There's
bit
one
more.
storyline for time travel, but I don't even think they'll do it because not a lot of the fans of the comic book liked it. You know, it just made more problems than did any storytelling.
I see.
I like how they. The one thing I like about Invincible was that it doesn't like, you know how some some places or like some shows would like do a whole cutscene just to like world build and like have a narrator tell all that stuff. Invincible doesn't do that. It just goes on with it, and like the characters tell the story and world build instead of having narrators do that.
Yeah, it's,
I
Which
like
is
that.
great.
yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. It's like the small details that makes
Yes.
the world building.
Yeah,
Oh,
and then you watch like episode 3 and you see like really weird fucking animated characters in the background freaking out, and there's only like 3 of them in a big crowd or whatever. And it's just it's
Well,
like, okay.
You gotta save some pennies somehow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
the
mean, with
budget
this
really
fucking
shows.
cast, bro. With this
And you
giant
would-
cast.
The interesting thing, I hear this in anime too. You can listen if you listen to like background characters talking. Sometimes you can tell that they're just the main character voice actors, but then they're
Yeah.
like mimicking their voices because they don't have a budget.
It
Yeah.
just be like that in the voice
Yeah.
acting world, to be honest.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
gotta
I-
make do.
Yeah, I hopefully for the next 2, because they got signed for 2 more seasons, so hopefully the next
Yeah.
2 seasons will get a bit more budget.
I hope. Is there a definite like end or like
Yeah,
season
yeah.
finale or some shit?
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
thank
a
fuck.
final thing in the comic book, which is really cool. I
Oh,
think the
thank
comic
fuck.
book started like 2005 or something like that.
It should have ended
Oh.
2017,
Oh.
something like that. I'm not. I'm not.
Oh.
Don't quote me on that.
I'm looking it
Hmm.
up. I think
Have
you're
you-
right though.
It ended.
Yeah,
it
January
ended-
2003, February 2018.
Yeah, so 18. It
Yeah.
already ended, but like it's
Yeah.
a decent sized run, from what
Yeah.
I see.
I see.
Yeah,
I
and it has a
started
definite
reading-
ending, which is
That's
cool.
good.
Yeah, I
That's
started
good.
reading it, and it's interesting.
That's it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
interesting. It's not like it's not like the best thing in the world. It's not like I'm watching like Avatar or fucking like
No,
watching the entire
but it's still
MCU.
pretty
but it's,
decent. It's
Yeah,
pretty
it's-
solid for what it is.
Yeah, it's a fun take on things. They explore different things that a lot more like comic book series aren't confident enough to take or explore.
Yeah.
You know?
That's interesting. That's good. Because ever
Mhm.
since okay, no, that's controversy, but
No, go
but
ahead.
that's honestly amazing. No, I
You-
was just
you,
about
you
to
woke
say,
up and
like,
chose
Marvel
violence
got-
today. Just do it.
I really did. I
Yeah.
really did. I woke up and chose violence, went to work, and kept choosing violence over decency.
Oh my god.
And now here, I'm about to commit atrocities.
Go ahead. Go.
I want to hear this MCU thing.
I
here.
was just
MCU
about to
slander.
say, like, ever since Marvel got bought by Disney, there's been like
Sheesh.
liberties that has been dashed because of Disney. You know,
Oh
being
yeah, they
family
want
friendly
to
and all
sell
that.
their product and sell
Well, it's-
merchandise
yeah.
for their
Yeah.
shit.
PG-13,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I miss the old
When
Marvel
did they get
movies.
bought?
The first Avenger movie. That's when they were under Disney.
That's
the
when they
Disney
were
banner.
bought, hey?
Hmm.
Yeah, you know what? I just miss
'Cause you
John
all remember
Favreau
the old X-Men
running the
movies
Iron
and
Man.
all that shit.
I never
Mhm.
liked the old X-Men movies.
Yeah,
was
but they
never
were
into them.
way more violent than they were now.
The first,
Yeah,
the
I
first
get-
one
I
was
get
the
what you
best
mean.
one.
Oh. My
And
mom
they
wouldn't let
were
me
a
watch
lot
them.
more. Yeah, there was a lot more interesting takes back then.
I
than
think there's
there
a
are. I mean, there
I
are
think there's
still,
a good
but
I think there's a give and take. I do like I feel like comic book stories, especially with the 2 big hitters, need to be told in a large universe, like a
Yes.
conjoined universe. Otherwise, you're just making blockbuster hits once a year, twice a year
Yeah.
for nothing,
true.
right? You're making
You know what, you're right.
Transformers 5, Fast and Furious like 18 or whatever the fuck, I don't know. You know, like that just
Mm.
don't really have substance to them. And you know, I think it's fair to say that even some people think the MCU doesn't have substance, but if you look at it at an overarching story, I think it does. I think there's a story behind that, and that's what I find beautiful about it. But I do agree, yeah, Disney definitely has to play into the shareholders, and you don't get to tell a lot of the stories that you want to tell, especially with the mutants, right? Because the mutants were a big metaphor for people of color and like just generally oppressed people in Marvel comics themselves. And Marvel themselves weren't afraid to tell those stories in the comic books, right?
Yeah.
So hopefully with this new merger with Fox, they'll tell those stories. We have
Hopefully.
some like people thinking that Namor is gonna be in the next Black Panther.
Ooh.
There's only
Stuff like
one way.
that.
There's only one way they can
I
do
wonder.
now post the Infinity Saga, because that's one of the biggest overarching comic book storylines in the comic books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing they can do is Galactus now. That's the only thing they can do.
Well, that's what I've been saying, but a lot of people are saying, "Oh no, it's not gonna be Galactus." I'm like, dude, come on, just think about it.
Just
It's
make
gonna be
it-
a
just
big
make it
dude eating
Galactus.
eating a
It's like-
bunch of fucking. A lot of people think the first Fantastic Four movie is just gonna be Galactus, and they're gonna go with someone bigger. I'm like, who the fuck else? This guy literally eats planets.
It's-
Like I don't fucking know.
No, like legit. Who's the bigger villain than Galactus? It would be technically Thanos. I think they should have reversed it.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, they didn't have Fantastic Four, and Fantastic Four,
Yeah.
is like,
Slap some monkey
it's just
balls.
is the precursor to Galactus. You know, maybe they'll bring Silver Surfer into the first one. I don't know what they're gonna do. I'm
God,
not
I miss
fucking
Silver
Marvel.
Surfer.
I mean, like, if they're gonna make the first Fantastic Four movie, you have to do the origin again, retell
Yeah,
it
they have-
again.
Maybe they'll pull a Spider-Man. Who knows?
No, I feel
you
like
know,
Hire
They
Jessica
kinda just
Alba
skim over
back.
it.
Hire Jessica Alba back, please.
Yo, where the fuck did she go? She's literally the Invisible Woman. She just disappeared after Fantastic
She
Four.
faded. She faded.
I think.
Oh, she
Bring
doesn't
Chris
feel so
Evans
good.
back as Human Torch, please. I'm begging you.
Oh no, they bring back
Don't you
Chris
look
Evans
familiar?
to reprise his role as fucking
Human
Human
Torch.
Torch.
Yeah, could you imagine? Is that Captain America?
No, I'm.
Oh, they can make
Johnny-
so many
Johnny
jokes.
Blaze,
Human Torch
bro.
to
Or
Captain
Johnny Storm, I
America.
don't know
Can you
what it is.
fucking believe?
That would be so funny.
They can actually
How-
make so many jokes. Yeah.
On God, they're gonna hire a black person to be Johnny Storm or Johnny Blaze. Or whatever
Again?
I mean, they
their
already
names.
did with the.
Yeah, they did in
Fantastic
Fox
Four,
with Fox,
with,
yeah. But Disney's
where
gonna
he
do
was
it
literally
because
the villain
that's
in-
just that's the trope, man. Black people are fire people.
Yes.
That's
Michael
what
B.
it is.
Jordan is fire.
Is that Michael B. Jordan?
Yeah.
Oh,
he
yeah,
was
no, that wasn't
Human
the first
Torch's
one.
new one.
That was
Yeah.
that was that. I'm sorry, with the Fox
Yeah.
one. I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I really like the Doctor Doom character, and like the big council they have instead
dude.
of the
Dr.
Illuminati or
Doom.
whatever.
Oh yeah.
Doctor Doom should have been in the MCU way before anything. I feel like.
Yeah, but
Such a loss.
that's a Fox franchise.
It's
I know,
a,
it
yeah.
was-
It's
It's just
decisions
such a
were
loss.
made.
It was such a loss for
Decisions were made.
for Marvel Studios to have gotten rid of the rights to Fantastic Four, because they could have been, they're the first essentially family of Marvel. They're huge hitters in the Marvel comic books, and
For
not
sure.
to have them in the MCU in the beginning was kind of sad.
I don't know
It
how I'm
sucked.
feeling about the new Eternals movie. I'll be honest with you.
I don't know either, because they've been there since like forever. but
Yeah,
they didn't-
well,
and they
exactly.
didn't-
Well,
because they're always saying, "Oh, we're gonna interfere when we have to." But I'm like, Thanos wiping half of the universe. Is
I think
not,
they're
like-
gonna explain it like they were off planet or whatever the fuck. But I feel like
And-
a lot of people kind of have to let that part of their concerns go, just because literally anyone you introduce is gonna be like, "Yo, where the fuck were you when Thanos was around?" And then they're gonna have to say the same story. So it's just gonna be like,
Yeah.
there's
true.
got to be something. I just feel like there was that one story where it was like, who's gonna run the Avengers now? And someone was like, oh, I will. And it was like, okay, well, who the fuck are you? Like, like.
I think the Winter Soldier TV series that they did was a perfect.
Oh,
stop.
it was great. It was great. It was like
It
watching a
was-
movie every Friday.
Yeah.
I feel like they
It's
could do
great.
that with other IPs that they have. They currently
Yeah.
have. I think a Spider-Man one would be really good.
Oh, for
think
sure.
about,
But
like,
that's a
Right now they
Sony
have
thing.
Loki. Oh my
that's
god.
that's
wait,
owned by
Loki
Sony,
Yeah,
just
so
died.
it's up to
yeah,
them.
but Sony, and then you got Black. I think of Black Panther. Like, I think they're actually doing it like just their life, the Wakanda like life. And
Hello?
I think.
Oh
going
yeah, they
over-
are doing a TV series.
It's not. It's like they're in the script writing. I think that's what I heard. But they're doing like they're following the Dalmalaji. I can't pronounce it properly. The women warriors.
Oh, Dora
Okoye.
Milaje, yeah.
There you go.
Oh,
But they're-
I love
they're gonna
the Black Panther characters. I think it was done so well. Everyone was complaining about the CGI in it, but I was like,
I don't
dude,
care. No,
it's
But
such a like even culturally,
It's-
it's like think about people who never had someone representing themselves like their what they look like on the big screen. Well, not like before ever, but like in this way, like directed
That's
by
severe.
a person of color.
Yeah.
Full person of color cast with a token white guy. Like, it was fucking great. I thought it was super cool. You know,
was
seeing a
good.
bunch of people super excited to just like, yo, I want to be Black Panther now. Fuck all these other guys. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was
Black
mine.
Panther was a really good
Oh, it
movie.
was nice.
In
I think so,
itself.
too. I think it was scored
Ooh,
well.
I wonder-
Scored
I-
great.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
That
I wonder
soundtrack
who
is in my
replaced Chadwick,
playlist.
though. Oh, same.
The score of it was actually produced by the same dude who produced Awaken My Love by Childish Gambino. And I fucking love that
Oh,
producer. He's
I
like one of my
see.
top producers I follow.
I didn't
Ludwig
know that.
Göransson or whatever however you say
Yeah.
the name. I'm not good with Eastern European names.
Bjornsson?
I think it was man, it was so fucking good, man.
It's a good movie. I wonder what they
Yeah.
do now without Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I was
They're
wondering
either
that
gonna
too.
bring back good old Michael B or they're gonna make
Shuri.
Shuri, yeah. Black
It makes
Panther.
sense with Shuri. I mean,
Ooh,
for
it
like
would be
comic
great if it was Shuri.
comic
I
book,
think so, too.
Comic book wise, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just lines up better. And you know what? She's even the same age as S5E. And if you're gonna make a Young Avengers
Aw.
type deal, or like a new Avengers or whatever,
Oh my
may
god,
as well have everyone
please.
kind of the same age.
Oh,
Yeah.
she
know?
can be the person behind the computer all the time.
Or
Because
she
she's
could
the
be on the
smart
field.
one.
Or she could
But
be
she-
dead ass
but
fucking
she's an engineer.
Black
Ooh,
Panther.
she's-
What do you mean?
Wait, no, she could be. She could
she's
be
an
the new Iron
engineer.
Man. She could be
Yeah.
the new Iron Man.
Actually,
No,
there
they're
in the
really
comics
doing
there
that.
is a new Iron Man.
There is. I know.
and I think
but like,
there's a new
Ironheart.
one in the movies now, right? What's the
Yeah.
movie called?
It's gonna be It's
I
gonna be
forgot.
a Disney Plus thing, one of those series. Iron
Oh,
Wars.
it's gonna be a
with-
series.
Yeah,
Iron
and
Wars.
then Rhodey's gonna be
Oh,
one of the
seriously?
main cast, and then it's gonna the character's name is Riri
God,
Williams.
why does Discord keep dying?
Apparently, they're gonna put Doctor Strange in that movie. Not Doctor Strange. Doctor Doom in that movie
Ooh.
because in
That'll
the
be
comic
fun.
books,
Discord
Doctor
keeps dying.
Strange. Not
Discord
Doctor
keeps
Strange.
dying.
Doctor
Okay, you don't have
Doom-
to share your screen.
Yeah,
Are you still recording?
I am still recording.
That's
Okay,
fine.
all good.
Yeah.
yeah. Because in the comic books, Doctor Doom took over the mantle of Iron Man for a bit.
Oh yeah, I think I remember someone's kind of.
Because it was when Riri Williams took over Iron Man, the girl. The
Yeah,
teenage
yeah,
girl,
which
when
is
she
great.
took over.
I think that's a cool storyline.
they were competing for the mantle of Iron Man, and then Doctor Doom won out, and then she became Ironheart.
Sorry, something else came to me. Miss Marvel is also going to be the same age probably as Spidey.
Miss Marvel. I
Ooh.
like my prediction right now.
The crew
Based
is
on
coming
how
together.
they're introducing everyone,
Yeah.
and my knowledge of the comic books is right now it's the twins of Wanda,
Mm-hmm.
the nephew.
Well,
or
you
the-
think they're
the
coming back? Do you think they're going to come back in Multiverse of Madness, or are they going to tease
They are.
something?
I think they're it's either teased or they're going to come back because in the end of WandaVision, you know the little, you heard the sound cue of "Mom, help us."
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure they're coming back. Like
Okay.
in some way or form, they're coming back. They have like, you can't introduce two key characters.
Yeah,
like the new like the Young
you're
Avengers.
right, and just kill them off.
You're right.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
I know,
So, like-
but it's just like I feel like it'd be too soon. But I guess when is Doctor Strange?
2022.
Okay, well it's another year.
So next
okay,
year.
never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have time. But for
Yeah.
me, it's like those two are in it. Ant-Man's kid's in it for sure. You got the nephew or the grandson
yeah.
of Isaiah Bradley.
Don't forget,
Hawkeye 2 from Hawkeye.
and it's not even gonna be his daughter for some reason. It's so fucking
No,
dumb.
in the comic books, it's not his daughter. It's Kate Bishop.
I know, but it just makes sense because of that scene in Endgame.
I mean, true.
True. True.
But
See-
it would just be the exact same story as Ant-Man. So I guess
Yeah.
that
And
makes
then
sense.
who else do they got?
Oh.
Well, okay, another theory here because Loki came out. So Kang.
So good.
Okay.
I really
so-
like Loki. Sorry.
So you get, if you see in the if for people who watch Loki episode 1, the Time Lords, there's 3 of
yeah,
them.
Kang the Conqueror. Yeah,
One of them I think the middle one or the left one is like
it was
the
middle. It was
physical
middle
appearance-
left. Yeah.
he physically looks like Kang the Conqueror. In the comic books, he's a Time Lord conqueror. He went back in time and conquered different ages
Mhm.
under different monikers, but then in the future he conquered. So he keeps on going in the past trying to conquer. And there's a specific time point where he can't conquer because it's the Avengers are there. He can't beat them. And then But from my
Deepest
thinking, knowing
pussy.
Kang is in part of the MCU for sure. In the comic books, there's a guy named Iron Lad who's a younger version of Kang but hates himself.
Ah.
It gets confusing. It's very time travel-y, but Kang's younger self hates him. Kang's younger self hates his old, hates what he becomes. So he takes the moniker of Iron Lad and has Iron Man's one of his old suits and repurposes it so it fits his style.
I see.
So
So
I
it's a
think
parallel
he's
universe
gonna
kinda shit.
yeah, I think he's gonna come into it, or he'll be introduced some way.
I feel like that would
I
be
don't know.
cool, but
Cool concept.
we also have to think
hard
of it.
to execute.
Yeah,
gonna
we
be
have to
hard
think
to
of it of how they would do it for just like the regular Joe watching the shows, right?
I
So it's
think
just
they're
like-
just gonna make it something a lot easier. First,
Easier to
for me,
grasp.
I think they will bring Iron Lad, but just a lot more simpler to understand.
You know what I want? I really want the Netflix characters back in the MCU because they
Oh.
were in a version of it.
I would say I would only want Luke Cage and Daredevil. I feel-
Iron Fist. I don't care about.
Iron Fist,
Jessica Jones
Jessica
was
Jones-
okay.
for me a
was
50-50. Like I wouldn't be
I
mad
think
if
the
she's
character.
with.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad if she comes back, but I
Yeah.
wouldn't be mad also if they replace her. You know what I mean? Like change the character.
Yeah, for sure,
But
sure. I think the actor
Daredevil-
was really good for her though.
Yeah, solid. I think they gotta tweak it a bit just to fit
For
more,
sure,
but
they need to get Daredevil, and they need to have the guy who played
Luke Cage. Oh no, his
Luke
brother,
Cage,
his
but
his
the
buddy.
big guy.
What's
His name, big guy.
Sam.
Wilson
not-
Fisk. Wilson
Fisk, yeah.
Fisk.
There
Yeah,
we go.
they need to have the guy who played because that last fucking season
he's
was
perfect.
so good, so
He was
fucking
perfect for
good.
it. He was perfect
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah, for sure, 100%, dude. They need
I
we
think-
need Daredevil. Daredevil's one of my favorite fucking Marvel heroes. Him and Nova are two of my favorites.
I think Marvel did Nova dirty, man. They really did Nova
Oh,
dirty.
yeah, they killed them. They killed them all. But maybe then we might get like here's Nova coming out now, because
I don't know,
fucking
man.
Thanos killed them all. But
Stupid.
it's all right. Who cares? I think I think I only liked one of the Nova runs, and it was like this
The
little
kid or
kid
the
got
adult?
got
Yeah, the
his
kid, yeah.
got his dad's helmet or whatever, and it was like a kid. I forgot the name of him, but he was my wallpaper for like 2016. to
That run was a
2018.
solid run.
Yeah, it was a good story. It was a little cute story, but that was pretty much it. I really like the Daredevil stuff because Deadpool fucks around with him, and Spider-Man's with him, kicking around there.
Rumor has it he's coming back. That character of Daredevil's coming to Spider-Man 3: No Way Home.
Ooh.
You know the confirmed cast already. The confirmed cast is the Doctor Octopus from Spider-Man 2. the
I
OGs.
remember that, but
Jamie Foxx is Electro.
yeah,
That's coming. That's confirmed.
but
Rumors
they're
of-
confirming cast. They could also just be like a cameo.
Yeah, they could
You know,
be. I'm
leaving
just
up
saying.
other
They're,
things.
no, wait. The Doctor Octopus one is confirmed going to be reprising his role.
Oh.
Jamie
yeah,
Foxx is
reprising. I think
can
I
Tobey
saw someone.
Maguire reprise his role as Spider-Man?
The,
think-
the
I
other
think
two
I-
Spider-Man are rumors. They're not for sure. They're not confirmed at all yet.
I think I saw something about. Oh my god! Holy shit! I saw something about how at the end of Spider-Man 2 in the Raimi films, how he falls into the little machine in the water there.
Yeah.
Apparently, that's supposed to be like a multiverse time travel device or whatever the fuck. So that's how it explains it, apparently.
Fair.
But I'm excited. But then, how does that work with the timekeepers now? We just need to see the Loki series because, like, multiverses don't work unless Loki dismantles the timekeepers,
Yeah.
right?
I truly believe they would. I feel like that's how you go with this story.
Yeah, with the story. I mean, I think that's how the story goes anyway.
His story is not really. There's nothing like attached to it comically. Like I'm fine so far. I'm not sure, but right now I can't really pinpoint where in the comic books they're getting their information.
Yeah.
They're getting key like they're getting the time authority that's in it.
Yeah.
They're getting like characters and like organizations that are from the comics. It's just there's no
Yeah,
story.
I don't know.
That's connected to
Personally-
it. So I'm like
Personally, I've never liked the bureaucrat time travel company storyline in any type of story. It's just boring to me because it's like, okay, cool, nobody has free will. Oh, look, now somebody's gonna save everyone, so they have free will now. and now there's a multiverse. So it's just like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
You know, like it's the
Because for
same
me,
story every time.
It feels like this Loki miniseries kind of shortchanged the whole MCU for me.
Yeah.
Like, like, like Loki's like, why did they go back in time to fix everything? Oh, because the Time Lords it's deemed it
Yeah, wanted it to
happen. So like, what? Because for me, it's like, wouldn't that really break the time flow? Especially when Steve Rogers stays back. That should really break the flow of time.
Yeah.
You know? So I don't understand how this all works out.
Yeah, I feel like they'll explain it a bit more, but
Please.
I don't know. I don't like it.
It's a decent
Doctor
show.
Strange is supposed to be in Spider-Man.
Yeah. Doctor Strange, Daredevil,
Oh, there you go.
all
Da-
the
wait,
former
Daredevil?
villains. Yeah, there's a couple. It's not confirmed. It's a rumor.
Oh, okay,
Rumor-
rumor. Oh, okay.
Rumor.
Okay,
It's to it, apparently the rumor is that Daredevil, because he's a lawyer, he's gonna show up and, help Spider-Man be like,
That would be
he's
cool.
not
That
really,
would be awesome.
I'm not really Spider-Man, and then he's like, yeah, he's not really Spider-Man. There you go. So
yeah,
that's why.
well, there's gonna be a lot of people who are saying different things, because then a lot of people are also saying that Andrew Garfield or Tobey Maguire are gonna be coming back and be like, "Hey, I'm Spider-Man." Be like,
Yeah,
"No, I'm
there-
Spider-Man."
There's a rumor that they're bringing all three of them back, and I'm like, that I don't know, budget-wise, I don't know how they're gonna fit all of them there.
Yeah, I don't know.
You got
We'll
big
see.
hitters. and it's
Anyway,
just like,
I think it's about time for nerding.
You
There
guys
you
just
go.
did.
Yeah, we
That-
we nerd, but I
that's
don't
just-
want to. I don't want
that's
to hijack the
basic nerd.
podcast again.
That's basic nerding. That's not like what we like for the week.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
For the
true.
week, I got
That's
something
true.
for the week.
Hmm.
Okay, we can start with you then.
Yeah.
Oh, with me?
Yes.
With me?
Yeah.
I'm just fucking grinding Minecraft again, my guy.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
That's
Yeah,
my
the
thing
new,
right
new
now.
Caves and Cliffs update, baby.
I've been just playing the fuck out of it. It's just I love me some Minecraft but then I'm afraid that I'm gonna fall off again, because like there will be a good 2 weeks for sure that I'm grinding the hell out of it. After 2 weeks, I'm out. Hopefully not.
Yeah.
But
That's when
Yeah.
you start role playing, man. You gotta make a business.
Make it interesting.
Which exactly
Exactly.
what you did. Now you have KFC on the works.
Yes, sir. That's what I
Exactly.
did.
He
Yeah.
holds-
Because
he
I know I
holds
get
all the
bored of
food.
Minecraft if it's just building a house and then like storing shit in the house.
I
Because
might.
then it's like,
change
okay, what's
my
the point of
thing.
keep playing?
That's true. But
Sorry.
I might change my
I
business
don't
with you,
know.
captive, and I'm gonna change myself to Potato Time. You know Potato Time.
Oh, okay. So
Reeyoko?
I'm gonna have to buy to resource out of you, huh?
Are you
Uh-huh.
gonna
I see how it
compete
is.
with each other? This is
No.
Capital's
We
competition.
live.
No,
to-
no, we're not competing. It's like having a combination Taco Bell and KFC. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. He has the potato. He has the chickens. I got the potatoes.
Yes, sir.
Right.
But Yoko,
Alright.
you remember Potato Time, right? Or was it Potato
Yes.
Time? Yes.
But
In the
Yeah.
Philippines. Oh, fucking
Is that a
Potato
thing?
Time.
Potato time.
I think there's one here
Yeah.
in Burnaby. I think no.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh no,
Yeah,
you're not
there's-
from here. Potato Time's
No,
a
I was
Filipino
I'm
like
not from
like stalls you can find in malls, and you just get
Yeah.
like fried potato,
Oh,
like
that's pretty cool.
fries. Like it's just fries, but they're like there's different seasons. You got Cajun, cheese, barbecue. There's some sweet stuff too for some reason.
It's
Pretty
good. It's
poggers.
good shit. It's
I'm
good
It's
pretty
like-
poggers. Yes, sir.
It's equivalent to like 30 cents for us here. For like a whole ass, like they would cut up a whole ass potato, fry it for you in front of you, and then give it to you.
Oh well,
Yeah.
yeah. Potatoes
But,
are pretty
like,
cheap, right?
30 cents equivalent for
Yeah.
us, man. Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, I wish we had street food or like a more convenient street food here, but there's a
Dude,
lot of like
street food
regulations
in
and stuff you got to pay
Southeast
for.
Asia is the bomb.
It's the
Mm.
fucking best, dude.
Is it
Southeast
because
Asian street
is
food
it
is
are they able to financially keep open like differently because of regulations? Because I noticed just in North America we don't have street food. Is it a culture thing maybe?
It's a culture thing.
a
People
culture thing
can live
'cause-
off of
Yeah,
doing
stalls.
that
Yeah.
because it's locally. People
There's
will
no-
buy from you locally. A lot of things that
For
we
me-
buy in the Philippines
yeah.
is locally.
Right, but
Because
isn't
Yeah.
For
isn't
me,
that,
there's no permits. There's really like you don't have to go through like you need to have a permit to be here.
yeah,
to
well
do this.
that's what I guess it's a little bit of both, hey?
Yeah.
A little bit of a
Yeah,
culture
it is
thing,
a
a little bit
little
of
bit
like
of
like a bureaucracy type stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
In Hong Kong,
Yeah.
it's been maintained through like even though there are strict regulations, it's still been maintained like the street food kind of culture
Yeah.
because
How-
largely of the cultural aspect because
Yeah.
it's like that's the root of how we are is the sense of community, you
Yeah.
know, and
Yeah.
locality
question.
of the food.
Oh
So
yeah.
question
well,
about
it's
that then. Sorry.
Especially
cut
in
you off.
Southeast Asian cultures or just Asian cultures in general, everything is
Mhm.
about family.
Are there
Yeah.
a lot
Yeah.
of
And community.
drive-throughs down over there?
No,
No.
not that much.
No.
No.
Okay.
You
So
walk,
everything's
yeah.
a lot closer together. Hey.
Yeah, and it's
So
very
yeah.
personal.
Okay. Out in the west, everything's spread out.
Oh yeah. It's
Yeah.
So
here
that
so
that could also
spread.
mean something, right?
Yeah, the
It's like-
first thing I had noticed when I moved here, I was like, I have to fucking walk half an hour just to get to
Yeah.
the nearest fucking convenience store.
Yeah,
This is
Yeah.
for me, I
ridiculous.
like literally you just like go outside. There's one right in front of my house.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly. That's the thing I wasn't.
It's so
used
yeah,
to.
it's so easy to walk like less than a block to just the nearest vendor. Usually, if there's one vendor, so there's like fucking like 10 others right beside it trying to
Right.
sell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're all competing.
That makes
with-
sense.
It's just cool.
Yeah,
it's
that's
cool.
the same thing in the touring industry. Out in England or Europe, it's like 30 minutes between cities. Here, it's like 2 hours, 3 hours, upwards of 5 if you're in Canada.
I don't
Yeah.
know why is it like that? Why are we so spread out? Unless you're like
'Cause
the
we're
lower
big.
mainland. Lower mainland.
We
you're
just have a
kind of-
lot of land. I
big,
think that's what it
yeah.
is, man. There's just
Dude,
a lot
most
of
of
land.
Canada is just like desert,
Hmm.
and then
Good.
more small towns than there are
Trees.
cities.
Yeah, a lot of trees here.
I think like yeah, we're like 30 million people and 33 million people in Canada alone,
Yeah.
compared to like say like Philippines. How much is
It's-
it? Like
and
100?
and West Coast itself
A
is
lot.
a lot less dense,
Oh,
population
definitely.
wise than
We're-
East
we're-
Coast.
Yeah.
We're really there's not a lot of people over on our side, which is surprising. Surprising to me.
Hmm.
But there's so many people in Southeast Asia. For a small country, we have
In the Philippines,
way
we're
more
like
people per capita or per
Yeah.
square mile.
Yeah.
Philippines. What are we at? Like 140 mil?
We're
180
100
mil?
something million, and we only
Yeah.
have like small space.
Like think about this. If you combine all the islands of the Philippines together to make one landmass, we would barely fit in BC.
Yeah.
That's how much landmass there is in the Philippines. We would barely fit in the BC. And we have I don't know how many times of the amount of population in the Philippines, but that's a lot of people living on that small ass.
I think BC
Island,
itself
yeah.
has 5 mil, like 5.5.
Jesus Christ, we can fit the whole Philippines here, dude. Like high key, we could.
Mhm.
The thing with the Philippines though is that we have 3 main islands, and then it's made up of smaller islands
Yeah.
in between.
Yeah.
Uh,
How did we
I
get
think
here
the
from Minecraft?
I don't know. We went from like Minecraft.
we were
to
talking about potatoes.
Street
Remember from potatoes, and then I was mentioning potato time.
That makes
Uh-huh.
sense.
And
Yeah,
then
and then
the
we started talking
Philippines.
about vendors.
here.
I think the
Potato
lots of
time.
people thing is also one of the reasons why street food is so popular
Yes.
because a lot of the times you would only go to the same place every day to get the food. Like it's like they know me, you know. So I would go
Exactly.
there cuz we know each other. So
Yeah,
I would
it's
go
the
to the
density
market
and
just
the-
every day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god! You know
That's
what
why.
my favorite thing I used to do when I was a kid, back in the Philippines, is that
Steal?
no, shut up.
I would do that.
I'd go
I'm
to
like,
the
sorry.
I'd go to the we call it sari sari store, but it's basically
Oh, yeah,
family
yeah.
run
Mhm.
convenience store that it's like
Mhm.
literally right by their house, like just on a
Yep,
window
yep,
by their
so-
house. I would go up to it and I'd ask for a candy and I'd be like, "Can you put it on my mom's tab?"
I would just go there to play with the kids like fucking toys, dude. I would just go in the back like, hey, I'm here to play, instead of buying shit.
And then my mom would come and say, "What do you mean I have to pay like a peso for a fucking gumdrop?" Like, your daughter came and said to put it on your tab.
It happens a lot, man.
So funny.
I used to go to the local laundromat. It was like a family-run local laundromat, and then I would go
Yeah.
there to get popsicles all the time. And then I didn't even know that like my family knew them. So one day they were like, "Oh, that's your daughter, dude? I didn't even know. That's your daughter? I'll give her a discount next time." And that
Oh.
was
Yeah.
yeah. So everyone knew each other. I didn't even know that they knew my family.
It's so small. Like these Southeast Asian countries are so small and fully dense. It's hard
Yeah.
not to know people It's hard
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
to know people.
Yeah.
For
Basically.
sure. All right, what else y'all nerding out about?
What are you nerding out about?
I don't know, man. I really don't.
Oh, okay.
It's the same shit every week right now for me. It's
Just work.
It's just work right
you know,
now
it's
for you,
work,
right?
do the podcast, make sure I edit the TikToks, grab the clips for FIU and friends. And it's just kind of like back and forth between my responsibilities with work, with FIU, and with some other like side gigs I'm doing.
Right.
And it's just kind of
Ooh.
like pulling me apart, you know? Like I'm stretched real
no.
thin right now.
Dude, if you need any more help with the FIU stuff, just like let us know, man.
I will.
You
I'm
the
pretty
thing.
I'm pretty I'm pretty
You're, like,
easy to
doing the
delegate
most.
tasks. I'm pretty
Yeah.
easy to delegate tasks to people.
Mhm. Mhm.
About following up
honest.
on the task though, that's when I'm when I get a bit scared.
Oh, did I do the TikToks? Shit,
You
that
did.
reminds me.
You did.
I did.
You
Okay,
did
cool,
on
cool.
Thursday
Oh shit, the day after.
at 9 p.m.
My bad.
Nah, no worries. I was watching. I gave you the benefit of the doubt, and then I was like, okay, he didn't post. I'll post later. And then I went home and I posted. And then I saw that you posted, so I deleted what I posted.
Okay. Okay.
I'm just bad
this is
at being a leader, and I don't want to be.
Yeah.
Well, that's
'cause it
why
stressed
we're
me out.
here. I just don't know what to do because the
Yeah.
Instagram part,
Exactly.
I think, is pretty useless.
Dude,
yeah, there's not much
I
to
will
do
be honest,
until-
it's pretty useless.
Yeah, there's not
Let's
much
do
we can
it.
do until like we meet up in person, and
Yeah.
Yes.
like when can we do that type of stuff? You know,
Well, for me,
like when does
for the-
everyone feel safe to do it?
For me, my family is going gung ho about going out right now because it's more of my sister. I'll talk about that. This is more personal stuff.
Yeah, you don't have to talk about it on the pod.
But right now, I feel like depending on July 1st, that's when I'll be comfortable. If the numbers seem okay, and the regulations are being are gonna be lighter than before, then that's when I'll feel comfortable. If July 1st happens to be, hey, our numbers are bad now, are worse now, and we need to go back to where it was before, then
Mhm.
then no.
Well,
me,
we
it
actually
lies
dropped
with
a lot. Well, we can talk about this later, but we dropped a fuck ton. If you look at
Yeah,
the
I
graphs.
know. For me, it's like, okay, I think July 1st would be my best gauge, and from there, I would say I would be okay going out again.
All
The
right.
thing is, like,
That's
I'm
good to know.
afraid that this is going to be like before, where, like, oh, we're dropping. Like, the cases are dropping, let's
Well-
open it up again, and then it rises again. But, like, the reason why the cases are down is because these things are in place, you know?
The reason the
But
cases
there's
are
a-
down are because it's in place, but there's also because that we're getting
Vaccinated.
mass immunity or herd immunity
Yes.
is starting to build.
Plus the
So-
vaccines
that's just
are
another
out
one.
as well.
Yeah.
So
So I'm more comfortable. For me, it's
get
like,
vaccines.
so long as I know people are like us, the three of us who are gonna be seeing each other if we ever do go out, are vaccinated. I feel fine.
I won't
I
get
feel fine.
vaccinated until end of July, but you can I'm pretty much vaccinated with
First
antibodies.
dose.
You're
Yeah.
comfortable with Kerplink. You're vaxxed, right?
I mean, I'm waiting for my second dose, though. So I'm not fully
Yeah.
vaxxed.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's what I'm nerding out about is being stressed all the time.
Stressed all the time, you know
Yeah.
what? Valid.
Okay, Kerplink, Yoko, what are you guys what not stressing
Oh,
about?
wait,
But
I can go last. Kerplink can
okay,
go.
Kerplinko.
Fullmetal Alchemist.
Hell
Makes me
yeah.
happy. Brings
You
me
watch
back.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
No,
watch
no,
it.
Brotherhood or like OG?
Brotherhood, dude. Brotherhood.
Brotherhood,
Fuck the
of
OG.
course,
but I don't care about the OG.
It's the best shonen
Oh no,
anime
Bro-
and manga out there, written
Yeah.
by a woman.
Full Metal is one of my favorites. I think for me,
Yeah.
Death Note's always been my favorite. Or Gundam will be my first. Anything
Yeah.
Gundam will be my first.
Yeah,
But-
Full
but
Metal's very good. I like how
Full Metal's really good.
like I watch it back and I like pick up little details that I didn't even know before, and especially
Mhm.
the philosophical part of it, like
Oh, yeah.
scientism and theology, religion, and like watching it again now that I'm not a kid anymore, I understand it a lot more, and like
Yeah.
there's a lot more in-depth stuff that I didn't think about when I was young, but now I
Mhm.
see it.
Yeah.
Have you watched The Captive? Full Metal?
I'm not a weeb, no. Sorry.
You should.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
it's a lot of episodes. What I also
see-
love about
It's
Full Metal
60
is
something
that,
episodes.
yeah. What
See,
I
the
love
thing
about
is with
Full
my
Metal is
anime
that-
watching, I hate watching long series, especially if I'm behind on them. I refuse to watch Naruto. I refuse to watch, especially One Piece. Right, the
Yeah,
fucking
One
thing's
Piece is
like
ridiculous.
It's still
million
going, man.
episodes.
It's still going, man.
It's
Yo,
Oda
I
hasn't
like
ended
short
it yet.
stories, short, good stories, like
Let's see.
Your Lie in April or other shit like that, or the other one with the kid that died.
Erased?
The kid that died.
I don't know, the one that was like a
Anohana.
ramen with you.
Yeah, Anohana.
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 Have you watched Erased yet? It's short.
It's very short. It's
It's
I'll
a-
get to it.
It's a thriller.
psychological.
Yeah,
I'll
it's a
get to
thriller.
Okay. I liked it.
It's a
It's enjoyable.
good story.
I do
Yeah.
hear good things about Full Metal though. That's the thing.
Full
Full
Metal
Metal
is
is
really,
so good.
it's written really well, but I think it doesn't fit your genre of like it's too long. Yes, sir.
Anime, I have to be really invested to watch, because people who roast me for watching dub, because people will roast me for watching dub. I like to watch it on my second monitor while I'm doing other things, because that's the only way I keep on top of things if I multitask.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of anime are only sub, so so there's just two things that conflict me to just not be able to watch anime, because there are a lot of them that I am interested in, dropped halfway through just because I couldn't keep up with it, stuff like that. Like I have to rewatch Attack on Titan to remember what happened before going into the new season, and to watch Attack on Titan, I have to be 100% watching it because I have to read the subtitles, which is hard for me because I get all the fucking letters mixed up all the time, so I don't know
AOT.
what things are saying. I have to go back, you know?
AOT lore is also thick, like dense. You know, there's a lot.
Yeah.
I looked up a wiki and read the whole story. Like I couldn't even be bothered to watch the whole thing. It's too much.
No, I never got into fucking Attack on Titan because I don't do well with gore.
What did
I
you
like
watch?
gore
What
so
did you-
much.
Okay, sorry. It's I don't know. It's gore to a sense because like I could watch Invincible fine. I don't know. There's something about
People eating
AOT.
people.
Well, that's a big thing. I don't know, but
Yeah,
it's
that.
more. For some reason, because I've seen clips before watching Invincible proper, so I kind of knew what I was getting into. With AOT, when I first began, I did not know what I was getting into.
Oh, it
Ah,
just turned you off
okay.
because that
I was
first
like,
episode
holy
is
shit,
wild, bro.
I was like, this is not what I expected. I don't like this.
Mommy.
You know?
Uh,
So I think that's why
Mudra.
I never got into it. Which is, I'm not saying I hate it. It's just that I didn't like the gore aspect and how it really. I don't know. It just threw me off, and I was enjoying it until certain parts. I was like, eh. But that's it.
Spicy.
Yeah,
Spicy dicey.
but yeah,
Alright.
Fullmetal Alchemist, good series, best series.
Yoko, what
I
are you
loved
nerding
watching
out
it with my
dogs.
dad.
I love.
No,
the
don't
dogs in
tell-
Fullmetal.
don't-
No, man.
Don't talk about the dogs.
The dogs die.
There's
No,
one
you-
of them.
No.
It's like the first few episodes, I think, if I remember correctly.
Dude,
Oh,
anyways,
there's
it's John
a-
Wick.
Yes.
There's this dog with a robot leg. That one's pretty cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, you should
The
watch
dog.
it. It's really good. It's a good commentary that's relevant then and it's relevant now.
Still not. Yeah.
Relevant always,
Yeah.
to be honest.
That's true. It has
Honestly,
always
to
been
be
relevant.
honest,
To be honest, what?
yeah.
You
No,
saying something?
I'm mocking Kerplink there.
Okay. Yoko, what
Shall
are
we-
you nerding out about? We're nearing the end of the
Ooh.
podcast.
Ooh,
I feel
would
like it's a
say
spicy one.
herbs.
Herbs?
And herbs is fun, but that's not
Mhm.
what I'm nerding out the most at the moment. I was nerding out the most about the new animated series in Netflix
Which one?
called Trese.
What's
Which one?
So it's a new animated series in Netflix that talks about Filipino mythological creatures.
What was it
And
called?
it stars Trese.
Trese.
Yeah.
New
It
releases.
stars a young woman who goes around.
Shay Mitchell?
Yeah, it has Shay Mitchell.
Oh,
in
Shay
it.
Mitchell's
it
in
has
here?
Liza Soberano. It's a very stacked
Oh, this is actually
Ah.
pretty stacked.
Yeah, so this animated thing is from a comic book that came out in 2005.
Oh, a lot
And
of
the main
Filipinos
reason why
actually.
they made the creators made Trese was because they got tired of seeing a lot of these like Filipino comic books that stars a lot of like strong men, but where the wombs at?
Mm.
So they decided to make that, and
Makes
it became
sense.
one of the best-selling comic books in the Philippines, and they got signed to
Holy
make an
shit.
animated series.
That's sick.
It's a really good story because it reveals a lot of
Oh,
how
they
the
got Darren
political
Criss too?
standing of the Philippines, as well as mythological creatures,
Dude,
as well
I'm
as a lot of important discussions that needs to be made.
okay.
on
This
it,
is a
as-
definite watch
as-
for
as-
me.
Yeah,
well
I
as the
added it
fact
to my
that it's
watch
a-
list.
It's only 5 episodes. Oh, 6 episodes. I mean, it's
I thought-
six
I thought I counted
episodes. It's
five.
really
You
good.
got Shay Mitchell, Manny Jin. I can't pronounce his last name. I don't want to butcher it. Nicole Schneider.
And the voice acting
Schneider.
in every language except for French
Oh
kidding.
shit.
is really good.
Yeah, Shay Mitchell from Pretty Little Liars, dude.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna like it. Okay.
Yeah. It's a
Hey,
really good.
I binged that show, dude.
Yeah.
It's a really good story, and you get to learn a lot about Filipino mythical
Culture.
creatures.
Yeah.
Hey, nice.
Also,
the first,
there's,
the first white guy is the
there
sixth
are-
one in the list. That's great.
There's a two twins that you will shrimp over. Two set of
Shrimp?
twins that you will
I
shrimp
mean,
over.
On the
Oi.
very surface
And
level, when I'm
one
looking at
set
this,
of one set of twins are himbos. That's all I have to
nice.
say.
I'm
Nice.
gonna watch this. I'm watching this.
This is
I love
beautiful.
this type of art style too, man. This is
Yeah,
one of my
this is
favorite art styles.
beautiful.
Okay, I'm sorry to do this to
Oh.
everyone. But I gotta take a fat shit.
Okay,
so
wait. Can we do our outro then?
Oh, yes, thank you.
Make sure to follow us. We're all down below. Thank you for coming and watching. We will have a donation link for our current campaign to AAPI. And thank you for coming out. Bye bye.
Bye bye.